Hey yo, what's up everybody, it's Saint JJ. Today we're coming back with a video talking about MasterNodes, and of course I will say that you can earn passive income as high as, I do not know, 15,000, or you want to talk about APY, there's like 9,000% worth of APY for you to grab in this segment of MasterNodes. And after that, from there, if you want to basically know more about it, kindly hit the thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and of course turn on post notification. And of course, before we jump into the video itself, I do have a Discord channel which is linked down below on all of my videos. Just click on it, and after that, from there you can basically read the rules, and after you'll be redirected to this page. Read the rules, and after that click the thumbs up, and after you click on thumbs up, you will basically be able to access all the other channel over here. And after that, from there we can basically have a discussion, and after if you need help or whatsoever, yes, I'm more than willing to help. And after that, from there you can just ask me any question. Please do not ask me coins like I do not know when moon, what is the price of this and that in the future or whatsoever, because I do not have an oracle. If let's say really I can do this kind of video, I mean, like I can tell you where is the price going, and after that everything hits, I would say I do not need to work anymore. I do not need to make any YouTube video anymore. I just make myself rich. And after that, please do not ask this kind of nonsensical questions. But of course, before we jump into the topic itself, if you want to know more about staking on my channel itself, I have a whole playlist talking about how do you stake, and after that, from there, what are the currency that cryptocurrency that you can stake. And after that, from there, I am personally staking on it, and of course, through experience, I give you guys my knowledge, and after from there you can basically understand how it works on the cryptocurrency space. And after right now, if you want to head over to this playlist, it's gonna pop up above over here. Just click on it. Alright, without further ado, we're gonna jump into what is MasterNode. So over here, I grab up some Google. If you Google itself, what is MasterNode? Basically over here, MasterNode is on Binance Academy itself. They're telling you nodes on a network that often require a minimum amount of given coin to stake in order to access staking rewards. So over here, it is if you want to know more about the deeper term itself, over here, this is like much more the chim part over here. I would say MasterNode is a part of blah 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 infrastructure, blah 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 blah. And after, I'm going to link it all down below. And of course, I'm just going to give you my take on what is a MasterNode in a nutshell, very easy to understand. So we know that they are staking, and after that, everything that delegated staking, we know that we own this amount of coin. We just head over to the network or the access the wallet itself to basically tap onto the network. Like on Binance itself, you want to stake, you delegate your funds towards the validator. Basically, the validator itself is called a MasterNode, something like that. But of course, there's many names for the MasterNode itself. Some of it call it the validators, some of it call it the MasterNodes, and after that, come on, just call it staking. And after that, from there, there's many terminology for it. But of course, for all these kind of things to work itself, it does not really like come for free. But of course, for MasterNode itself, it will require a hardware that you will legit need, like maybe a brand new PC, or let's say some MasterNode are very lightweight. And after that, from there, I would say you just need to have like maybe 1 GB or 2 GB worth of RAM, and after that memory just 256 GB or even 64 GB, you are able to run a node over there. But of course, some of the MasterNode itself is much more hardcore. You need like, I don't know, 1 terabyte, and after that 64 GB worth of RAM. And of course, from there, like running this MasterNode itself, you will need a hardware to basically like process all the stuff that is on the blockchain, whichever node that you're staking. And of course, you will require an amount of money to start off with. And of course, on Binance itself, we know that the MasterNode, if I'm not wrong, the validator does not need to require much amount. But of course, on Dash, if let's say you heard about Dash itself, Dash is the one of the very iconic MasterNodes out there that people are talking about. And of course, if you want to talk about another kind of MasterNode, I would say HNT. Basically, you need like, I don't know, 10,000 worth of HNT to start this MasterNode, I mean the validator. And after that, for Dash itself, it is 1,000 worth of Dash to basically start this validator. So right now, we're going to talk about what type of coins that is basically offering this kind of MasterNode / delegation for you to basically stake, and after that generate a passive income. Right, so over here on this MasterNodes.online itself is a website where all the MasterNodes, all the coin that provides this thing called the MasterNode service out there. Basically, this is their ecosystem. It's built that way. Basically, it's a proof of stake system for you to basically interact with the blockchain and everything, and after that generate passive income. So over here we know that the highest percentage out there they are offering right now is around 5,000% for this coin called the Bito coin, the Bit Basic. And after that, from here I would say basically you only need like the MasterNode requirement is only $4 to run. But of course, talk about the hardware and stuff, I do not know what kind of hardware is needed for this. You can just click on it, and after the no more details. But of course, there is like normal coins. There is basically let's talk about other coins like over here. Now over here, these are the coins that are much more I would say much more attraction because more people are basically running the masternode itself, more people are running the nodes itself. So we can see that this over here, the Zen 42 itself, is the most recommended. I mean, like somehow recommended because people are running it, and after that there's almost 38,000 worth of people running it, and the masternode worth itself is only 2.7k. And of course over here, the another one is the pack, which is 1.6k, and after that there's almost around 21,000 people that are running all these masternode. And of course, bear in mind that each node itself is one PC. So over here there's like 21,000 worth of PC that is running on the network itself, basically being very decentralized. And of course there is like high percentage over here, the Dash Diamond over here, you will need this amount to basically run the masternode and stuff like this. So over here we're going to talk about the facts about masternode that you might not know or you already know. Right, so the facts itself is basically a risk assessment for you, from me to you, basically no financial advice, just my own personal opinion and experience that I went through, and after that from there how I know the market and stuff like this. So over here we can look at the masternode, and after we might be thinking like, hey, this is not so bad, to be honest. The market, first of all, what you need to look out for is basically the market cap of the coin and where is it traded on, and after that where can you buy it, and after that is it accessible to sell whatsoever. So if let's say it is listed on major exchange like Binance or KuCoin, those basically top 20 worth of exchange that has volume, but you have to take note, must have volume of trading itself. If let's say these are the coins that has all these criteria, like the market cap is high, and after that from there is a lot of trading pair that is in the market, and after that from there you might be thinking like, hey, why not I jump on board to it, and after that run a masternode. And of course the next thing you need to know is basically the technical hardware stuff, and after that software. So like, to be honest, if you want to run a masternode on Dash, or let's say the Helium basically the Helium network itself, you want to be a validator, you will need to know all the the technicals part. Like basically you need to know how to run a Linux, and after that you need to know how to basically set up the hardware to basically suit the validator requirement itself. And after that from there there's a lot of technical part to it, and after that over here I am not so technical, I do not know so much about it, but how am I running this masternode itself, I'm going to let you know later in a while. So over here the next thing you also want to consider is basically your budget. So if let's say your budget itself, you want to run a masternode that is like maybe Dash, it is going to cost you freaking 138,000, which is basically you cannot do it for a normal person right now. If let's say you are an average person like me, you can't really afford this over here because this is too freaking expensive. And after that we can see that the APY itself is only 5%. And of course if you know Dash itself, if you study the project hard enough, and after that from there you might want to basically do something else rather than just delegation staking on, like let's say Binance or Zilliqa or whatsoever. You want to basically run a node, and after that from there basically hopefully provide something to the network. Basically running a masternode itself is providing something to the network, and after interacting much more deeper than everyone else that are in the cryptocurrency space, because most of the people in the space itself, they are just, oh, I can mine this, I can do this, I will do this, and after from there it's all about money. And after, if you want to basically talk about like interacting with the ecosystem itself, is one of it is basically validator, validating the blocks, or mining like basically providing the proof of work algorithm, and after that from there using hardware to mine. And after the next thing is basically interacting with the ecosystem like DeFi, and after that this and that NFT. So these are the place like how can you interact with the crypto space, and I would say that masternode itself is definitely one of the to go place. And after that, the things I want to talk right now is the services that I'm using to run this masternode, and I will just say this requires zero knowledge, only require research, to be honest. Right, so over here on all nodes itself, you have to basically, you can use the link down below, and after that from there support the channel. So over here I'm using all nodes to run most of, I will say all of my master nodes that I have know of, and after that from there I will say that they also provide a wide range of services. So for Polygon itself it's a full node, and after that for Bitcoin itself they also enable you to run a full node. And over here you have to understand that these two over here being a full node itself is not sometimes when you run a node itself is not incentivizing you. Is basically for you to, like on Bitcoin itself, we know that Bitcoin is not a proof of stake mechanism. Basically you only can use the hardware machine, the ASIC, to mine, and after it sounds like a hairdryer 24/7. The ASIC machine itself is the proof of work that is working, and after from there generating the new coins. And of course if you want to stake or whatever on Bitcoin, it is not possible, it is impossible, because there is no mechanism for proof of stake. And after that basically running a node itself is downloading the blockchain, and after that from there running this blockchain on your own, and after that from there it is much more secure, and of course privacy as well. If let's say you are sending your funds through these nodes, and after that from there you can basically, if you run the nodes itself, you can somehow also get a full Bitcoin node, and after eventually do a lightning network in the future if you want to. And of course for Polygon itself, it is basically same thing, personal Polygon full node with the RPC connection. Basically if you want to send funds or whatsoever, you can redirect your sending to basically the nodes, and after that from there you can get a privacy thingy that is ongoing on this kind of nodes. And after that over here we can look at the nodes that the services that I'm using. Basically I use all nodes, and after that right now they do support this Ethereum 2.0, and of course they the service here is, I would say, is excellent. Why is that so? Because they break it down properly for you. So first of all, the thing that I already mentioned, the market cap. So the market cap is over here for Ethereum 2.0. You want to go over to coin market cap, which is another part of your research if you want to research on which coin to stake on. So the first of all you want to do is basically like over here we know that Ethereum 2.0 is quite big, and after everything there you can just type Ethereum. And after that over here we want to, the next thing you want to talk about is the, once you have reached your page itself, if you are looking for a coin to basically stake or provide masternode with, look at the coin, and after that from there, oh, this is rank 2, okay, that's good. Oh, the market cap itself is quite big, and after that it's shown over here the market cap, how many nodes, how many people are basically on board into this project itself. Oh, there's almost 200 over thousand worth of computers that's running, and after that requirement of 32 Ethereum, which is around 121,000, and after that, the next thing you want to look out for is basically the ROI. Oh, 5.2%, not so bad after all. So after that, the monthly income you will get is basically $530 something depending on the price of Ethereum. This is just a fiat. Basically it's a US aggregation if you want to talk about it. And after that, the services for all nodes to charge you, basically they only charge a low fee of $5 per month. And of course if you want to look down to all those cheaper nodes over here, like the Zen, which I already mentioned about, which is like around 2,600 to run, and after that you can earn almost $20 per month, deducting the $2 per month hosting fee. Basically you're earning like around $18 per month. And of course there's a lot of weird coin, and I would say like over here you can see the market cap is only $1 million, and after that from there, if let's say you want to bet on this coin, go ahead, and after that from there it is at your own risk. So I'm gonna jump into the topic right now. Why am I getting into masternode, and which masternode am I running for? Alright, so for my case itself, I have came across the term masternode since the days that I was in cryptocurrency. Basically, I would say 2017. During the end of 2017, I was researching about Bitcoin mining, and after that, from there, I went to basically know about Dash, and after that, from there, I see that this proof of stake mechanism is quite cool. And of course, to be honest, running a Dash masternode back then was quite expensive, because Dash itself was quite, I would say the price itself is quite high if you want to look at the all time. So over here, this was the period that I was into Bitcoin itself. I would say during this period, 2017, maybe around, maybe August period or July. This was the time that I was into this type of cryptocurrency, and after eventually when I was researching, the price of Dash went up quite high, and I would say that $700 times 1,000 itself is gonna cost you like 700k during that time to run this masternode. And after that, I was like, hey man, I only have like 2k to start off with, and after that, I did not really jump into this wagon. And after that, basically the price dropped, yes, definitely, but of course it is still freaking expensive to run a node, because you need 1,000 of this Dash to run, and right now it's this amount. So over here, why did I get into it? Because I feel the concept itself is quite interesting, and after that, running a node itself let me be part of the history of the cryptocurrency somehow. In a way, it is somehow that I'm a geek. I would say I'm like a nerd. I would like to basically jump into this kind of technical part, and after that, from there, understanding how does this work. And of course, right now I'm just hosting it with somebody, and after that, in the future, let's say I have my own house, and after that, from there, I would have my own space, definitely I would run a Bitcoin node. I will run like all sort of weird stuff that you can think of. Basically try to set up my own nodes, and after that, from there, do more technical part, because running a masternode itself, I would say it is not really cost efficient, and I would say that it's not that noisy as well compared to an ASIC. So it gets me excited by doing all of this. So the nodes that I'm running right now, I will tell you is basically I will just head over to my portfolio. So over here, these are the nodes that I'm running. Basically this is the Pivx, the Pivx coin, and after that, over here, this is the pack which we have seen on the masternode itself. Quite a lot of people are staking for it. And after that, from there, the next thing is basically the XSN, which I found it over here on the host nodes itself. If you scroll down itself, all of these coins itself, the market cap itself is quite low, and after that, I would say it's not $1 billion whatsoever, not 100 millions. Just gonna say like 50 million. And after that, to be honest, if let's say all of these coins suddenly like went up in prices, and after that, people get more focus their attention towards it, and after that, more and more people want to basically stake itself. I would say Pivx itself was one of the Dash Litecoin. Basically it's a privacy coin, and after that from there I would say during that period itself I was thinking to stake Pivx itself. It was also quite expensive. I'm not going to show you the price. So over here during the time that I was researching, yes, definitely Pivx went super high, and I would say that the coin itself, it is worth a few $1,000s. I mean like $8 or whatsoever, or even just say $5. And after that, during that time itself, I do not have that much amount of money. I only have like 2k to play around with, and after that it is all in ASIC mining. And I would say that over here you can see the price during 2017, it was quite high, and after eventually, yeah, during 2018 I was not really into masternodes really. I was focusing on other stuff, and after that, recently I went back to check on masternodes, and I see that hey, this is a, I would say this project might be dying or whatsoever. Some of you guys might say that, but of course I would say it's a good chance for me to basically jump onto this masternodes wagon. And after that, I would say that yeah, these are the coins that is quite low. Pivx, and after the PAC, it's only cost me like 1,000, and after another one cost me like around 5.5k during the entry point, and after that for this StakeNet itself, it is 1.5k, and of course when I search for Wagon itself, it is not really publicly traded on many places. So for PEC itself, we can see on Pivx itself is traded on KuCoin, Binance, and after that quite well known. And for PEC itself, if you want to look at it, basically it's traded basically on the market, it is traded on basically all these kind of mix BitTrue. So I use BitTrue to basically trade this PEC token itself, and after that, if you want the link, it's all down below. And for XSN itself, the StakeNet itself, I'm using Bitfinex, which they are listed there apparently, surprisingly as well. They are listed over there, and after that I traded some to basically get to, yeah, basically set my own masternode out. And after I would say is the setting up process itself easy. Should you be running this kind of nodes itself? I would say if you are interested in the technology, and after that from there you want to basically try your luck, I would say for masternodes itself, it is somehow like a long investment because you are staking your coins on chain, and after that eventually you're paying for hosting. So for all nodes itself, they charge a relatively low, I would say cheap hosting, and of course definitely all of my hosting I have just whacked. I just straight away tell them I want to do a yearly subscription. So every year I'm just gonna like pay for 1 year, and after that from there I'm gonna see how it goes. So I'm looking at a long-term approach, maybe 1 year or 2 or even 3 years, depending on how does the thing do. And of course from there I can generate some additional coins. That's like a passive income if you want to talk about that. And after that from there, stack some of this low cap coin, I would say is quite low. And of course, yeah, some of them has history, and after that from there, who knows, one day that they might just break something. I mean like not say break something, like have an awesome news, and after that basically like solve some issue that is in the crypto space, and eventually become like, oh, everybody want to run a masternode of like maybe let's say helium. Because if you want to talk about helium itself, we can see the price of helium, and after that from there you will get understand what I'm saying. So we here previously helium was like, okay, launched on 2020, and after that not much achievement or whatsoever. The coin was stagnant around 40 cents, and after eventually it just went up, and after that up and up, and right now you want to run a masternode, it's gonna cost you 400k. And back then if you own 10k of this coin itself, it's only $4,000. And after that I would say that, hey, you own $4,000, and right now you can run a masternode that is worth a few 100k. And after that the passive income that you are earning itself is every month you're earning around $2,000 in passive income just by using $400 to buy back then. And after that right now you can stake, and after that run a masternode, and after that how awesome is that? So over here the same approach to all these low cap coin. I would say that I'm not a junkie or whatsoever, want to like moon or whatsoever, but of course just invest in what you can afford to lose eventually. And after that, if let's say you really like the video, kindly hit the thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and of course turn on post notification, and of course use the links down below to basically support the channel and keep this channel going, because yeah, basically it helps the channel out a lot. And of course leave a thumbs up, smash it man, and I'm gonna see you on the next one. Bye bye, peace.